Good morning. Happy New Year. Happy Friday. Happy New Year. Happy 2020. So, who is ready to have their best year ever? So, it comes down really to making a decision that you are going to make this your best year ever. So today in the morning wake-up call, I was giving some tips on how to 10x your determination so that you are able to create your best year ever, whether that be, getting healthier, losing weight, getting in shape, building your dream business so that you're able to create this dream lifestyle that everybody wants, right? So it takes an enormous amount of commitment and determination for us to be successful in anything we do, right? So let's talk about some ways you can make that happen. So there are certain things that you can do. Here's the truth. Most humans self-sabotage themselves on a daily basis because, did you know this? Your subconscious mind does 90% of the thinking for you. Ouch, right? And your subconscious mind wants to keep you safe, right? So it throws all kinds of psychological things in your way, obstacles. It creates these obstacles in your way. So you think you're determined. Okay, I want this dream business. I know I need to take action every day, but, and you're finding all these buts in your way, right? So those are things that your subconscious mind could be creating, these blockages, and you can't just, you got to push through them. You can't really go around them, right? So let's talk about some of the things that you can start doing on a daily basis. And by the way, if you're hearing my voice, you definitely want to be on the Wednesday webinar next week. It's going to be big. You want to be on it yourself. You want to get a whole bunch of people on it as well. MLSP paid out 6 figures. The last time they did a webinar on this topic, they paid out 6 figures to affiliates. So it's in your best interest for you to be on it. But not only that, but get your peeps on it as well. Okay? It's going to help you. It's going to help a whole bunch of people out. My God, MLSP is up to big things. Holy smokes. Big things coming. So, making a decision to be relentless with your determination is going to give you the mental power to be able to create whatever kind of life you want, right? So, I'm going to give you, actually, it ended up being 12. I gave you a couple bonus ones today. Let me just bring them up here. All right, let's jump into this. So, first thing you absolutely have to do. Oh my God, if you become successful at doing this, at controlling your own thoughts, being aware of your own thoughts, monitoring your own thoughts, and self-correcting your own thoughts, you will change your life, okay? Did you know that 85% of the thoughts that you have are the same thoughts as the day before? You're having the same thoughts over and over and over again. And if your thoughts are holding you back because it's your subconscious mind, it's a thought coming from your subconscious mind that is telling you all kinds of BS about yourself, how are you supposed to be successful when all these thoughts are happening all day long, telling you things like you're not enough, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, you're too old, you're too young, blah, 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 right? It's pretty darn hard to be successful. That is why it's absolutely critical that you get control over your own thoughts. I'm telling you, when you have such control over your own thoughts, you master your psychology and you're able to create whatever you want, okay? Probably the most important thing I've ever learned in life. Get a handle on your own thoughts because it is your thoughts that create your emotions, right? It is your emotions that create your behaviors. It's hard to take action in your health and in your business if your emotions are telling you you're not good enough, this is going to be hard, you're going to be overwhelmed, it's hard to go to the gym and work out, it's hard to eat healthy, whatever it may be. Right? If your emotions, your feelings are telling you things that are stopping you from taking the action necessary, don't give in to your thoughts. You've got to recognize them and start changing them. Okay? Does that make sense, you guys? This is probably the biggest thing, but I'm telling you, when you get such control over your own thoughts, there's nothing to hold you back from being able to create whatever you want, okay? So next one was managing your thoughts, managing your emotions. You do that by managing your thoughts, so that you get control over your emotions, because your emotions will take you out of the game, right? You start having these feelings, next thing you know, you're quitting on yourself, right? They're fighting against you. Next one is you've got to decide to enjoy the journey, right? This is something I struggle with. It's like, oh, when I achieve this, then I'll be happy. Oh, when I achieve that, then I'll be happy. And I find I'm always upping my game, right? Until about a year ago when I made a decision to enjoy every second of the journey. It means every day take time. I do this at nighttime. Take time to revel in your successes of the day, right? Did you talk to the amount of people you said you would talk to just to grow your business, to get more sales and signups? Did you learn something better than that? Did you learn something and actually implement it? Did you have a day where you actually ate quite healthy? You stayed off the chips. You stayed off the chocolate. That's something to celebrate. Did you hit the gym? Did you get your 20-minute walk in? Celebrate everything. When you get in the habit of celebrating, you're going to, this is how you create new habits. When you celebrate yourself for, let's say, posting 2 times on social media and talking to 20 people and making 10 new friends, you know you need to be doing that to grow your business, right? So when you celebrate the fact that you actually did it, you will retrain your mind. That will become a new habit. If you do it often enough, that will become a new habit. You will get very used to you feeling good about yourself, that you will make that a habit because you want to feel good about yourself, right? So if you do things that make you feel good, and then you take the time to feel how good it feels, then you will start doing that more often, and that will become a habit, and boom, you're well on your way to getting healthier, building your dream business, right? So it's about creating new habits. Okay, my computer keeps messing with me here. Commit. You have got to commit to the daily activities. Commit to becoming ridiculously consistent, because that's what it takes. Everyone you see who's having great success that you would like to have, they're probably ultra consistent. They are showing up in their business every day, right? When it comes to your health, you can't get healthy by eating good once in a while, right? Or we'd all be like ridiculously healthy. You can't get fit by going to the gym, working out once in a while. I really wish we could. Doesn't work that way. You can tell when you look at someone how consistent they are with their physical fitness, right? You can tell when you learn about someone how committed they are to their business because they're having success, right? And they've been committed for quite a while because it's a process. It does not happen overnight. I don't know one single highly successful person who isn't completely committed and isn't ultra consistent, right? It just doesn't happen. It just does not happen, okay? Hey, Baxter. Okay, next one, give up perfectionism. Oh my God. Stop overanalyzing and thinking you can't move forward until all your ducks are in a row. I can't talk to people until my timeline has a lot of value on it. right? I can't start talking to people until I clean up my timeline. I get this one all the time. It's like, so should I spend the next month cleaning up my timeline and then start talking to people? Well, if you want to grow your business really, really slowly, sure. If you want to build it faster, start talking to people. Start talking to people. That is your subconscious mind playing games with you, right? You're sitting there overanalyzing, going, oh my God, well, if I talk to somebody and they scroll through my timeline to 5 months ago and see some spam, what are they going to think? Oh my God. Just start taking massive action, okay? Overanalyzing will absolutely stop you in your path, okay? Stop caring what other people think. When you care what people think, we can't, this is a hard one. I don't know a single person who is to the point where they absolutely do not care what anyone thinks, okay? That's your ego trying to keep you safe, right? You're probably always going to care somewhat what people think, but you can get to a place where you don't care so much. You don't care so much. If it's stopping you from taking action in your business or in your life because you're so afraid of what other people think, you're overanalyzing. You're putting way too much emotional energy into caring what other people think. I remember this. I remember wanting to get a gym membership. This is like before I even had kids, like 25 years ago. And then I went, I'm not in good enough shape to go to the gym because then I'm going to have to be wearing the little tights and the little tank top, and everyone at the gym who's ultra consistent and who is ripped is going to be looking at me going, what are you doing here? You don't belong here. Oh my God, you obviously don't work out. So I stopped. I put that obstacle in my way. I let my fear, what other people there at the gym were going to think of my body and how out of shape I was, it stopped me from getting in shape. How stupid is that? Right? So if you're allowing your fear of what others think of you, you're allowing that to stop you from doing video, putting yourself out there, sharing what's going on in your life, having conversations with people, you are self-sabotaging, okay? You've got to get to a place where you realize they're actually not thinking those things. So if you go to the gym and you're not ripped like, 5% of the people there, do you think they're actually looking at, now I know, they're too busy working on themselves. They don't care what I look like in my tights. They don't care. They're there to be working on their own body, right? Same thing goes with your business. These things that stop us from taking action that we need to be taking to grow our business because of what other people think, they're not thinking these things. They're not thinking these things of you. It's all in your head. They're worried about their own stuff, right? And if they do have if somebody does have, a bad opinion about you or whatever, that's their own issue. They're probably projecting. Oh, I'm going to do a morning wake-up call about projection. That would be a good call. So don't worry about what other people think. They're not paying your bills. They're not building your business. They're not funding your retirement. They're not paying you to travel. They're not feeding your children. That is all up to you. You cannot take your fears and doubts of what people think of you, take that to the bank and cash that now, can ya? Nope. Absolutely cannot. Okay. And what was the last one here? Got a couple more for you. You're going to have to make sacrifices. You're going to have to make some sacrifices, right? If you have a full-time job and you're building a business and you want to someday be able to quit your job, right? You want your business to make enough money so that you can quit your job. Yet you're still watching TV at night, you're doing something wrong. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. It takes time to build a business. You cannot do it if you're still watching 2 hours of TV a night. For my first 2 years of building my business, Well, I don't even own a TV. I don't even own a TV. I don't waste time watching TV, right? So when I first started building for the first 2 years of building my business, I worked my business so hard because I still had my jewelry business to run too, right? I basically did almost no socializing. I worked on myself. So if I wasn't working on my business, I was working on myself. But I did almost no socializing. I watched no TV, no movies. All that stuff was not going on because I was so focused on my business. It takes sacrifice. Get up earlier, go to bed later, use those small pockets of time in your day, right? If you're commuting to work or you're in the car, I listen to like a podcast pretty much every time I'm in my vehicle, right? Use your time wisely. Okay, sacrifices. Figure out what fuels your internal fire. It's different for everyone. If it's a vision board that gets you going, if it's the gratitude that gets you going, if it's creative visualization with elevated emotion behind it that gets you going, a song. I've talked about this before. If you have a song that you listen to and it just gets you jacked, here's what you do. You anchor a vision of your future, a goal you want to hit, right? So let's say it's walking on stage and getting an award. Let's just say that is something that is super, super important to you. You want to choose a song that gets you super jacked. You want to anchor that vision to that song, play that song every day. When I used to do this, I knew for me to drive from where I live to the grocery store, I could play my song 4 times. I would live the vision of what I wanted to accomplish 4 times while playing that song. Not only did I hit that goal, I went beyond it, right? My goal was to hit L4 in 1 year. I ended up hitting L5. Right? So if you're not in MLSP, those are leadership levels. But I tied me going on stage, getting my L4 to a particular song that I really feel. And I played that song over and over and over again. And I lived that vision. You cannot help but stay focused on your goal when you're living your goal every single day. But not only that, when you're feeling how it would feel to hit that goal every single day, okay? So that's going to help keep you on course. And that's about it. One thing you must do, a lot of times people get pulled off course because of family members or your partner not taking you seriously. Now, whose fault is that? Whose fault is it if your loved ones aren't taking you seriously? That means you haven't made them take you seriously. It means maybe you haven't told them your goals with enough conviction, and you're not asking their permission. If it sounds like to them that you're asking their permission, they're going to go, no. You're not asking their permission. You are telling them what you're going to do. Big difference. If you say it like it's a question and you're asking their permission, they're not taking you seriously. They're not going to stand behind you and support you when they don't feel you're actually that into it, that you're actually that serious about your goal. It is your job to make everyone around you go, holy crap, she's serious. Oh my God, I think she's going to make this happen because she's so dang determined. I remember telling somebody in my life, and it was the one person who could have really fought me on this, but I remember telling them what I was going to do, and he went, yeah, you'll do it. You'll do it. You'll make it happen. I have no doubt. Because when I told him what I was going to do, he could feel how determined I was. It wasn't I'm going to try this. This is what I'm doing. This is when it's going to happen by, and I am doing this. I wasn't asking his permission. I was telling him what I was going to do. Okay? That is your job, to make people around you take you so freaking seriously that they kind of get scared of you for a while. Right? It's when people go, whoa, you're obsessed with this, that they're going to get out of your way. Not only that, but they're going to support you in what you want to accomplish. Okay? You need their support, or if you don't have their support, whatever. If you're that determined to hit your goals, you're going to hit them anyway. I don't need anyone else's support to hit my goals because I'm so laser focused and clear on what I am doing. I don't need anyone else's support, right? Get to that place. But if you can get them on board, absolutely. But they need to feel how dead serious you are. So, yeah, I will not be denied. Exactly, Brian. Exactly. So your level of success is entirely up to you, okay? That's why they talk about, I remember hearing this from Brian when I first came into MLSP, how your mindset, your attitude is 80% of the game. I went, no, it's not. It's all skills. I just have to learn the skills and I'll be good. It's all skills. No, it is not. It is not. Because you could have all the skills in the world, but if your subconscious mind, those 85% of your thoughts being the same as the day before, if they are thoughts that are stopping you from taking action, then all the skills in the world do not matter. So it's about mastering your own psychology. Here's the combination. You master your psychology. You get such control over your own thoughts, therefore your emotions, therefore your behaviors, right? You change your program to a program that is so laser focused on you hitting your goals. It starts working for you rather than against you. You master your psychology. You create a program that is so helpful for you. You master that and you put that together with the skills you learn, like all the skills you're learning in MLSP, you become unstoppable. That's the equation right there, right? Master your psychology, you nail down the skills, you do those together every single day, you will be successful. There can be no other outcome. Seriously, there's no other possible outcome. When you've mastered your psychology, you've got the skills, look the hell out, because you will be able to create absolutely anything you want. Anything you want. Here's the thing about marketing too. Like, this is what I had this epiphany about a year ago. It's like, oh my God, since coming into MLSP and learning marketing, it's such financial security, because when you know marketing, when you know how to promote, you can promote anything. When you know how to promote you and, a product or a system, whatever, when you know how to promote, you know how to promote. When you know marketing, you know marketing. Doesn't matter what you're marketing, you know marketing. It's complete financial security. Oh my God, it's been such a blessing. Anyway, who is determined? Hey, Emilio. Manifest it. Exactly. That's how you can't manifest it if your psychology is going to continue to take you out of the game. You have to master your own psychology so that you're able to manifest whatever you want. Absolutely. So who is determined to make 2020 their absolute best year ever? Most successful. I'm not just talking about money here. We're talking about happiness, right? Getting healthy, in shape, whatever. We're talking about your happiness, your level of happiness. So, a lot of times your business plays into that too, right? Your health, everything plays into your level of happiness. So who's going to make 2020 their absolutely most successful, best year ever? Right on, Isaac. Right on, Yolanda. Woohoo, Simone. Hey, Ryan. Yep, it's all within your control. It is absolutely 100% within your control. And here's another thing. Taking responsibility for your own success is absolutely necessary, right? Getting real with yourself. It's not up to anyone else, right? You see other people doing it, yet you might be struggling. what's the common denominator there, right? Like if you've been at it a while, sometimes we have to take a hard look at ourselves and maybe review how truly committed we actually have been, right? So it might be time to go, I'm not trying any longer. I'm doing. I am making this happen come hell or high water. I'm going to scare the shit out of everybody around me. All right? It's fun when you do that. I know you are, Jason. I have no doubt how successful you're going to be. Yep, take responsibility for your own success. Exactly, Shayna. Exactly. It's very empowering. Sometimes that can be a little bit scary, but it's actually really empowering when you realize that you have the power to create whatever you want. It isn't dependent on anyone else. It's dependent on you. And while that may seem scary, it's actually incredibly empowering, right? So that's you stepping out of being a victim of circumstances, like life is just happening to you, and you stepping into the shoes of a creator and creating whatever it is you want. You have the power to do it. You absolutely do. So, awesome, you guys. Thank you for joining me today. I might go back to bed for a while. It's early here on the West Coast. Shoot, maybe I shouldn't have had coffee. It's much harder to go back to bed after having coffee. Anyway, jump on the Wednesday webinar. It's going to be good. Going to be good. Get yourself on the webinar. Get other people on the webinar. It's going to be good for them. It's going to be good for you. It's going to be good for everybody. Big stuff. Oh my God, big stuff coming in MLSP. Holy smokes. So if you're in MLSP, buckle up. If you're not in MLSP, connect with someone who is and get yourself in here and get running. Okay, awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Appreciate you guys. Alrighty, guys, have an amazing day and an amazing weekend. And Happy New Year. Happy 2020. Oh my God, it's going to be a good year. Good year. Awesome, you guys. Love you guys. Bye.